What's up, team? Happy day one. I hope that you are off to a great start, that you are feeling prepared, and that you are ready to just make some adjustments in your daily intake. So just a few things real quick. Today is probably going to feel like kind of a long day of like turning labels around and seeing how many calories are in things, what the serving size is, figuring out the protein. And there's going to be some maybe frustrating math involved at first, but I promise you it will level out. Just stick with it and give yourself some grace. Be patient. Know that if you are viewing this as a diet, you are going to have a hard time hitting your calories because you may have done challenges in the past or diets in the past where it was heavy on like the veggies and it was heavy on like chicken and stuff like that. And if that's the approach that you're taking, you're going to find that you're nowhere near your calories. And at the end of the day, you're going to be like, wow, I'm like off by like 700 calories. And the reason for that could be because you're just completely changing the way that you eat and you kind of stuck to like just veggies or just fruit or just like chicken and stuff like that. I want you to kind of take a different approach here and allow yourself to eat the way you would normally eat and just make some adjustments. So don't view this as a diet because nobody here is dieting. We are just making adjustments to our intake to meet our caloric budget and our protein. So with that mindset in full send, I'm going to show you guys some of the staples that help me get personally to 200 grams of protein a day. And I'm at about 2,200 calories. So I want to show all this to you. This is just things that I do that help. And if it helps you, that's great. If you have other things that you like, we'd love to hear that too. Feel free to drop in the comments. So I've talked about some of these already, but Built Bars are how I start most of my days. So somebody asked a good question earlier about I work out in the morning. I don't train fasted. I need something in my belly to give me that go so that I can get a good workout. So this is like my pre-workout. I don't take any pre-workout supplement or anything like that. I just have this on the way to the gym. That's 140 calories and 17 grams of protein. So that's a good trade-off. So when you're looking at like a protein bar and stuff, you want it to be like lower on the calories. So I would say like 250 or less, and then higher on the protein. So between like 15 and 20 or more is great. So keep that in mind when you are shopping for your protein bars. Whichever one you like, that's great. There's no right or wrong. It's the one that works best for you and your belly. I drink this clear protein and this collagen while I'm working out. So instead of water, I do a scoop of the blue raspberry. We have this at the gym. We have it in blue raspberry, cherry limeade, peach mango, and strawberry lemonade. Blue raspberry is my favorite, so I have a scoop of that and a scoop of collagen. Together, these things are 210 calories and 30 grams of protein. So that's all while I'm working out in place of water. So a great way to get some free protein in, really. Easy breezy there. Then I don't always do this, only if I'm sort of in a rush, but this is another protein powder. This one is Cafe Mocha. We have this brand at the gym. We have all kinds of different protein flavors, but like Cafe Mocha is a wicked good one. Salted caramel is a good one. Chocolate peanut butter will always be my favorite. I got a soft spot for that one, and I have it with almond milk, right? So now we're adding extra calories. The reason why I like this protein is because it's only 110 calories, and you get 25 grams of protein for that. So that is a fabulous trade-off. There's other awesome, like all the trade-offs, the ones that we carry in the gym are really good. But if you're having an off-brand one, just check it out and see like what the calorie to protein ratio is. And ideally, it is 150 calorie range and at least 20 grams of protein is a good trade-off. And then I do the unsweetened vanilla almond milk. So I end up with 2 servings of this. So it's 60 calories. And I don't even know it's 60 calories and 2 grams of protein. Woohoo! How exciting. I don't have it for the protein. I have it for the, like the texture. These other things I'm about to show you are things that my kids really enjoy. This is actually their stuff that I just took out of the fridge. But I think that you might like it too. So my daughters love the Chobani drinkable Greek yogurt. So this is 230 calories and 30 grams of protein. Again, another awesome trade-off for calories to protein. So this is like good for like on the go options if you're in the car a lot or if you're traveling. This is a good one to make sure you're hitting your calories. I mean your protein and your calories. And then Core Powers, they have these at like the gas station, stuff like this. This is 170 calories and 26 grams of protein. So again, another awesome trade-off. They even have another brand, another line that I think is like 230 calories and like 42 grams of protein. So again, another awesome trade-off. So take a look at these if you're like traveling or in the gas station or whatever, and you kind of need something on the go. Or if you're not like super hungry, but you know you need to get your protein up, that's a good one as well. And then last thing I just want to point out, we've got so eggs, right? But I just want to point out some things with eggs. So depending on if you're struggling to hit your protein or if you're struggling to stay in your calories, there's some adjustments that can be made here. So this guy right here, this one egg has 70 calories and 6 grams of protein, right? So if we have a goal of getting at least 20 grams of protein per meal, right, per serving, then you're going to need like, well, for good math, we're going to say you need 3 eggs, right? So 18 grams, that's only going to get you 18 grams of protein, and that's for 210 calories, right? So there's nothing wrong with having a whole egg. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just want to point out that if you're struggling to stay in your calories and hit your protein, that's when a supplement with the egg whites might be a good choice, because a cup of egg whites is 130 calories and 26 grams of protein. So 130 calories, 26 grams of protein for a full cup, or 3 eggs, 18 grams of protein, 210 calories. You see how that can make a big difference? And with the egg whites, I know sometimes it can be like a texture thing. So you could do like 1 egg and then add egg whites. Or you could do like an egg white bowl is one of my favorite things to do. I like there's this banquet turkey sausage that I like to chop up and put in there with a little bit of Mexican cheese and some everything but the bagel seasoning. And then you get an egg bowl, and it ends up being 210 calories and like 30 grams. Actually, I think it's 230 calories and 30 grams of protein. So you see how you can kind of make a few substitutions, of like very minor substitutions, to stay within your calories and hit your protein. So many options out there, guys. So use this week and probably a little bit of next week even to be like, use it as there's a learning curve. Use it as just like testing the water, see where you might need to make some substitutions. Don't look at this as a diet. It's not a diet at all. This is just how you're going to eat, right? It's all about just staying in your budget and hitting your protein. However you get there, who the heck cares, right? Those are the 2 numbers you need to focus on to impact and improve your body fat percentage, improve your performance in the gym, and just feel better altogether. So anyways, I hope that is helpful. And we will touch base. Ashley's going to come on live tomorrow and check in. Feel free to ask any questions. Make sure you tag myself and or Ashley if you have questions, so that we make sure that we see it. Otherwise, guys, have a great day 1. Give yourself some grace. Write it down. Use ChatGPT. If you didn't see my video yesterday, make sure you download that app and use ChatGPT. It knows everything. You can literally just send it pictures of the labels. If you're making something like in bulk, take a picture with all the labels, right? The food labels, this guy facing up, and feed it, I made this made 4 servings, like how many calories per serving, and it'll be like, there it is. So use AI for something positive. And otherwise, guys, have a great rest of your day, and we'll chat soon.